It's even a good dog? All of them are. I wish, because there's the other one, the Hesh encounter you can have down here where you get someone to spar with. I wish the Rise Outpost also had like a daily thing you could do there rather than just, you know, buy the mech. They go W00F. I like that. All right. What you got, Nadan? The bartender doesn't like me. You and I are gonna have words if you're sour on me. Alright. Shakedown or a prisoner exchange. Both of them give us a graft. One of them is combat, one of them is negotiation. So my negotiation is still leveling up a little bit. My negotiation still needs to be a little bit more developed. My battle is kind of where it's at. My battle is done, I think. Yeah, my battle is largely done as far as decks go. I could take either of these happily. Shakedown has more shills. I think Vrock's the best since they give themselves free dodge and can give you 1 extra energy. They can give you an extra energy? Battle card destruction time. 1 mandible, 1 grenade, go poof. Especially, yeah, okay, so the grenade, I agree, definitely. Because we picked up the shock box, I'm very happy to get rid of this grenade now. Because this was, because of the piercing, it does more damage to robotic enemies. So that's kind of what I was saving this for, but I'm fine getting rid of it now, definitely. I'm not certain about the mandible. Because at the end of today, don't we have a boss fight against the, against quarantine enemies? Superhot story is actually really convoluted, but the summarized version of Superhot is a virus trying to make a singularity by stealing human brains for extra RAM in order to create a singularity that makes the Matrix real. How is the story displayed to you? Is it like you know, logs that you have to read or like cutscenes? Dread from Auto Dog plus cripple plus wound is crazy good though. I wish I knew like all of their full effects. Is there any like a wiki for this game that I have the ability to like look at those kinds of things so I can plan around them for the future? Yeah, I'll take Shakedown. Do I need another Keep Cool? I don't think so. So what, like, utility, aggressive, nothing. Defensive, 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 defensive. So I got 5 defend cards. I've got 5 defend cards in a deck of 20. Maybe I do need that as well. It's much more likely at that point I'll be drawing 2 of them in the same hand, which is a ridiculous amount of defense. Subtle hints and context clues from the environment and the way of guiding, and the way the guiding disembodied voices of the game treat you. Interesting. I like kind of like non-typical methods of actually learning information about the game. Like Control, you have to read all of the documents that you pick up and go out of your way to look for the documents in order to kind of like understand the world. Like there are cutscenes and it will explain some things to you, but there's also conflicting stories amongst the people that talk to you in cutscenes. And there's all like some of the information you even read is a little bit conflicting as well. So it's nice. Gives you the ability to kind of discover the story yourself, you know? I'm gonna get that Keep Cool. I think I'm done with putting defense in that deck now, though. Hey, Raps, how you doing? Quite well, Slaptam. Yourself? Alright, let's go to the Shakedown. Alright. Wait a bit and observe. Attack the guards. I'm powerful, but I don't know if like I always go ask to see the relic and then I pretend it's a fake and then I run away with it. I may as well do this. So you're saying you prefer the Dark Souls method of lore distribution? Okay, Dark Souls is a little too light on that for me. Dark Souls has obviously like all of the item interactions and the unreliable narrators, and obviously like what time is this item from can matter so differently. But Dark Souls is a little, like, often the item descriptions are so far separated from one another that you have to read all of them to piece together a couple things that make sense together in a universe, especially because Dark Souls is describing oftentimes in those multiple iterations of the world that you've been in. That's a little too obfuscated for me. Keep cool, keep cool. Oh, huh, Clay is Canadian. Yeah, they're Vancouver-based, I believe. There's a different outcome you can get for this mission that gives a ton of cash. I've only gotten it once, though. Do you happen to know what kind of path it is to get that, Jesus? G. Julie, thank you very much for the second month in a row of sorry, for the second month, rather, of a tier 1 subscription. Enjoy modes and chat, and welcome to the Republic. Or rather, welcome back. Duplicity Recall, have that done. Yeah, I'm taking damage this turn no matter what right now, so I may as well just get the Visionary Threaten out, take less. You end up meeting a merchant on your way to the relic that sells you relics. You can sell him the real relic afterwards. You had it on YouTube. Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, Brainstorm's gonna get upgraded here as well. Love it. Keep Cool's already gotten upgraded by itself. Let's go Wide Deflection, Keep Cool. Let's go Boosted Caprice to get... What influence? No, I guess it's just a boosted threat in there. No other reason to go for anything else. Let's go Pale Non Sequitur on the boosted mind and boosted threat. Great. So now I just need to play the rest of my Keep Cools as much as I can. How do I get experimental Griftlands, by the way? Right click in Epic Store or what? I don't know. The key that I was given for the promotion had the experimental branch as a different game. So it might be a different game in the in your Epic library, but it's also possible that it was only given to me because I was doing that. So I don't necessarily know. Okay. Brainstorm to start with. Close you, keep cool. And then I'm gonna Instincts just for some dominance here, I think. Right. Also it does, very cool, perfect. So I still have the ability to get experience right now, right? Yes, I do, okay. It's doing 5 to 8 to me. Oh, Interrogate, I'll be removing that. The overflow from dominance is gonna be kind of annoying here, so. Let's take out Interrogate first before I do anything here. Then Compose you, keep cool. I kind of want to start burning these Dangerouses out, to be entirely honest. Alright, so you ever thought about integrating the chat into the stream? I know it would show up in the VOD, but it would make it possible to watch the stream on full screen. There are a couple of different options in Twitch for being able to do that. You can full screen and you can use theater mode, I believe it's called, which puts chat off to the side. I don't want to put it directly onto the stream. I find it's a very, very obtrusive element. Also, there's the aesthetic value of it completely changes the way that things get perceived when they're re-uploaded to something like YouTube. But YouTube will miss our great Win Wyndham. That is part of the reason that I read out each of the messages as well. So YouTube doesn't happen to miss out on that. We're still not gaining more experience, but I think I'm going to end the fight this turn just because I can, basically. You know what? The enemy dies at the end of this turn anyway. I'm getting rid of Dangerous. We're done with that. Brainstorm for 4 cards, thank you. Apply 3 Composure. Recall is now Pale. Beautiful pickup there. Another non sequitur. Non sequitur makes a lot of sense with the extra draw that I have, as well as with Pale Recall, so I may as well take it. My relic. I'm gonna open the map. I'm gonna travel elsewhere. I'm gonna try and trigger an event. Because if I can trigger an event and then sell this, that'd be cool. So, do events only trigger when you're moving, like, between interest points? You can't just trigger them extra? 281, neat. Alright, let's look at my graphs. I have 3 battle graphs, so I should go for a negotiation graph if possible here. Apply 1 composure to all arguments in the end of your turn. Upgrades to apply 2 composure to all arguments in the end of the turn. Not bad. Recycler, the first time you expend a card each turn, draw a card. I expend. That's on the first turn, expend. Extra card draw does matter to me. As graph slot stitch. I got 3 battle graphs already filled out and 2 negotiation spaces. The battle graphs include rejig, which I definitely need to keep because it's a discard enabler for us. First attack each combat, apply 3 wound. Not super insane about that one, to be honest with you. Padding seems smartest. It does. It does. We need an extra battle graph slot. Yeah, I need to wait until the end of today so I can actually pick that up. Healing Spring and Healing Vapors. Apply 6 Mending, replenish, destroy after 1 use. So Mending is like regen in other games. It heals you by the Mending amount and then removes Mending at the end of the... Well, 1 Mending at the end of the turn. What's the highest graph rarity? Boss, but bosses are like event specific, so rare, I would say. And then this down here is the Lumen Vapors. So this is just a healing event again, right? I think it is. Hey, Topo. Thank you, Topo. Yep, I'm taking first aid. I'm getting it. Remove 1 negative condition. That'll enable me to do some cool stuff with gaining permanent power in our discard deck. Bounty Hunt. We can get Bounty Hunter from this. Bounty Hunter is actually... It's an argument with 2 resolve. When dismissed, the owner loses 6 to 9 resolve and gains an impatience. I don't want to give my opponents impatience, but giving them something that I can kill easily is pretty good for my oppressors. 6 to 9 resolve loss. Nice. The Admiralty has issued a bounty on Honor War. Honor War is the person that I took to go buy the stuff from the Rise. So should I work both sides of the street here? Alright, these are negotiations. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for the harder one. The next update is officially taking this out of alpha and porting it to Steam? Really? Well, is it going like, is it going to go beta or is it going like official full release? Because if it's going official full release, I'm going to need to start planning my new series on it. Triple Agent Sal. Yeah, I work for you. I work for you. I work for myself. I mean, that works as a triple agent. Hey, what up, Grex? We're pals. That's Sandrano. Discard up to 2 cards, gain 1 power for each card until the end of the turn. This is important for us because this is another way for us to gain temporary power. And then if it discards the card that heals us, that will just give us permanent power. So it's a discard enabler as well as just generally being good for the first aid interaction that I'm talking about. It's going early access on Steam in June. Okay, so next month. Cool. I really want to play this, but Epic is a huge no-no to me. I still don't understand that. There are so many people who hold that as, like, still. I don't understand it much. Okay. A mysterious figure approaches you. What do you mean mysterious figure? Zimin and I are friends. We're more than friends. Greetings, Grifter. No, wrong voice.
Greetings, Grifter. It's rare that I meet a fellow traveler in these parts.
Really? I feel like I'm constantly running into people.
Then you're fortunate. The isolation has made it difficult to complete my work. I'm a chemist, you see. I've been experimenting with new ingredients, and I've only been able to test them on myself. Would you like to try one? Or contribute your own experiences to the data?
The stranger shows you a row of vials, their contents bubbling against the glass. I mean, this one costs money, which means it's better, right? That's the higher cost something is, the more value it is, obviously. My only problem with Epic is I'm really against the exclusivity policy. I'm not a Steam fanboy or anything, but exclusivity is the death of freedom. Also, Epic is China. Well, Epic is owned in part by Tencent, which is a smaller stake than a lot of people think it is. But a minor reason is I play LOL, that's also China. Alright. This one's interesting. Looks like the sky after a storm.
Oh, and just as unpredictable. This one has been giving different results each time. But discovery favors the willing, I always say. Well, go on. Drink.
Zimin quickly jots down a note after watching your reaction.
Thank you for your participation. I hope we meet again soon. A follow-up can only improve the data.
Hey, this was safe, right?
I'm fairly confident, but of course, only time will truly tell.
The mysterious figure leaves as silently as he arrived. After a moment, he disappears from view. Alright. What'd you do to me? Was it a card in this deck or the other deck? I think it might have been the other deck. Nothing? Did I not get a card out of it? I thought I got a card out of that. Gave you Warp Vial battle card. Warp Vial. There we are. Warping. At the start of your turn, this card changes its effect. It expands and it stickies. Okay. Okay, Emmett or Quokey. Do I need to maintain a relationship with either of those people? Do I need to not annoy either of those people? Do any of them like me? Okay, no, I have no interaction prior with either of these people, so I'll just go randomly. It really doesn't matter. Aye. You've heard that Quokey has a collection of trading cards depicting the upper echelon of the Hessian cult, from cardinals to archbishops. Of course, that's the Deltrian side. Unlikely Havarian clergy warrant any mention. Hey pal, you wouldn't happen to know where I might find Anawa, would you? I don't know what you're talking about. Stop asking! Quokey is clearly hiding something. Beat the information out. Alright, well, I don't have any other option. Fair enough. Stand still. I know a procedure that can jog your memory. A little bit of percussive maintenance here. Choose 2 cards to discard. I'm not being attacked this turn, so. But should I use Lucid Feint to defend my dog? Yeah, I'll probably get another defend card. Okay, this is wound 3 times here. Doesn't look like I'm healing this turn at all. Not sure knives are the best tool for beating people up. No, they are. It makes it clear that you're very serious. Alright. Let's fight dirty. I'm gonna hide to... Oh no, that's on me. Dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna protect my auto dog. I got her. I'm obliged. Alright. This cryo trainer is about to be upgraded sincerely. I mean, nothing's really happening this turn, so I can just use all of these effects. Just for experience. Warp Vial gives 2 power now? Yeah. And now it gives 4 combo. Alright, let's adapt at him. Footwork's the Ghost Strike. Increasing the damage other stuff does this turn. Do I go for the defense? I have no other discard in hand. So I think I do just double defend. Fail disposal and wait. Now I'll get the information off of your corpse. Cryo Trainer and adapt. Draws more cards. Rules expand. No, I'm fine. Draw more cards, definitely. Cryo Trainer, discard a card. Double the damage on a chosen card. Or draw a card, discard a card. I think I have enough card draw in this deck that I don't need to worry about draw a card before these anymore. Hey, Ollie Balls 2001. Ella Raps, how do you do? Quite well, yourself. I'm gonna go focus Cryo Trainer. Especially like focusing that specifically on the Enduring Assault card. It's gonna be great. What's it actually called? Boosted Assault. I don't think I need another Ghost Strike in this deck at this point. Or Silent Steel. I think the deck is actually kind of done. You won? Okay, right, I'll tell you. Better be worth it. I think I pulled a muscle in my shoulder. Corky scribbles the location on your map in a scroll weakened by your beating. Cobb arrives, having heard a commotion. What's going on here? Talk my way out of trouble or attack? I don't need to make more of the Admiralty hate me. I gotta talk my way out of trouble here. Gotta go pick up my GF. Catch you later, Raps. Catch you around, C-Tech. Oh. Thank you for tuning in. Alright. Non sequitur and keep cool. Beautiful. This is an experience heavy turn for us. I will just play out non sequitur. I'm okay with it. Expires at the end of the turn. Fine, I'll just play. Oh, solid 3 damage right there. Mike Desai, hello Raps. Hope you're doing well this evening, morning, and a fine hello to you too, chat. And a fine hello right back to you, Mike. Doing quite well, yourself? Ooh, double keep composed. Yeah, it's that. We're gonna wide deflection, duplicity to keep cool. Block for approximately infinite. Boosted Scorched Earth. Expend all non-hostile cards in your discard pile. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy for every card discarded. Okay, I don't have any dominance at the moment, so I can't use the enhanced heavy-handed. But what if I just take that and don't use it this turn? Don't forget you always have 1 more composition than you think you do. Yeah, I did forget that. Thank you. Do you have the deal damage equal to block card yet? No, I think that's from like a special event or something. I don't know. I think it was Admiralty related, so I think because I'm working for Nadana at the moment, I can't get that, if I'm correct. I think that's the case. It's an Admiralty card? Yeah, okay, cool. Rhapsody, been keeping up with Monster Train. The Wax and Umbral clans look really cool. So I haven't been watching anything to do with Monster Train because I didn't want to spoil myself, but I now will. Yeah, no, there's no exclusivity on this. So in a couple days' time, the Good Shepherd is doing a publisher sale on Steam, and they're getting a lot of people to stream to Steam and to the Good Shepherd Twitch account and to their personal landing page, the Monster Train landing page, to stream to celebrate the publisher's sale, as well as kind of like, you know, promote the sale. And so I'll be part of that. So I'll be playing the new clans on that day. I'll also stream before I actually start doing that, so it'll be a little clearer when it starts. Held and Sequitur is fine. Ooh, yeah, let's get Dangerous out of the deck now. I'm done with Dangerous. Must have been expensive to play to sponsor so many streamers. Yep, I imagine it would have been. Yeah, I definitely don't want you to be stealing my shills, thank you. Especially because I need to use those for graphs later. Will Monster Train also be fully released then? No, I don't believe so. That's it's a publisher sale, so it's to drive all of the publishers' games. But in particular, for Monster Train, they're looking to drive people wishlisting it. Hey! Baron, Midnight Gospel is... Oh, so weird. I love it. Highly recommend it. Just such a strange viewing experience. Yeah, double that. Cool, and then if I take out the backliner here, I'm fine. Yeah. Get him. Is that all of the cards in our deck with full experience now? Except for, I think... No, actually it is. It's literally all of them. Beautiful. So we can just end the fight at any point now. We should also probably get rid of Known Thug at this point. Like, don't really need it. Okay. Let's go for 4 Composure there. 3 here and double. Completely protects us. Let's get a little obtuse about it. Promote some thinking about it as well. Accept some Flustered, weakening the enemy. Hey, should just be able to go hard into dominant cards in future turns and win. If anyone wants a strange listening experience instead, I recommend the Magnus Archives. What's the name of the phenomenon where it's Bader Meinhof, right? Where you don't know about something and then when you learn about it, you start seeing it everywhere. Peak has been listening through the Magnus Archives like very recently, like every time I walk into his room recently. I say his room, it's our room. It's just, I spend a lot of my time in this room, my office. So colloquial, I just refer to this as my room. Bader Meinhof, beautiful. That's funny, I just heard about the Bader Meinhof phenomenon. Oof. Do I need to do much this turn? I do. I think I just defend my main argument right now. Then boost the Evil Eye, damage. Damage. Keep cool, both get upgrades, both of them get composure. Rapid fire, attack a random argument no. No. Okay, we're fine on all these. Clear the area before he changes his mind, and now we have Bounty Hunt. Hey, Honor War. You have a feeling Honor War would do anything to turn a profit. Keep your distance. Never know who you can trust out here. Ooh, a lot of conversation there. You know when a bounty hunter catches their quarry, they say something like, "You gonna come quiet or we gonna do this the hard way?" Yes? Oh. Now, hold on! You've got a bottom line to consider here. You want to collect, but I want to put a stop to this bounty nonsense. I'll take it you have something in mind? Dead or alive, right? You tell him I died in the fight. You get paid, and no more bounty. We both win. Except you're worth more alive. Not if I pay you too. Think about it, eh? Onowar wants to cut a deal with you to betray Centrano. Do I care about Centrano at all? No, Centrano's Admiralty. I don't care about that. I mean, this gives me an extra fight, and I like fighting because then I have the ability to upgrade my cards and also upgrade my graphs is a huge part of why I like fighting as well. I think I go for the fight. Money is more benefits. It's 15 extra shills, but the fight is like, you know, graft upgrade and stuff like that. In fact, it hits the rejig off graft upgrade right now. Discard up to 4 cards and draw that many cards. Have you accepted the deal before? You're right, I haven't accepted the deal, so it is new to accept the deal. Yeah, you know what? New. I want to see what that does. You disappear. Completely. My livelihood is my reputation, and you're asking me to risk both. Hey, I'll be a complete ghost. I'll be just like you really killed me. Deal. Hey, you're not so bad, Hunter. Glad you could see reason. Onowar hightails it out of here. You can only hope this ghost doesn't come back to haunt you. Right, let's go to Centrano. Did the job, bud. Onowar is dead. Huh? Do you have any proof of that? Seeing Russian doll at all? Have I? Wait, is that the, is that Natasha Lyonne's show? I love Midnight Gospel so much, but because the visuals grounded me and I could concentrate on the talking, I can't listen to audiobooks because I just space out. Yeah, the visuals in Midnight Gospel are, oh, so good. It's kind of like, it's like listening to not a particularly good podcast, but like kind of like a fill the room with sound so you feel like there's company around kind of podcast. And then the background plays this trippy sci-fi fantasy. Like, usually, for the most of it, the story that's being narrated by the characters in the actual world is completely different to the actions they're committing. Like, you know, the first episode is so trippy, but part of it is like a shootout, and the people are just discussing something completely trivial. They're not even paying attention to the shootout. And then occasionally they'll check in with the reality of the animation for like a millisecond, like acknowledge a character or something, and then go back to the podcast. It's so weird and disconcerting and good. Yeah, I liked Russian Doll. I can't wait for season 2. Not much draw in this hand, unfortunately. Some dominance out there. Close that. Just no press. Didn't remove it, but that's fine, because I do have another one. There we go, 4 dominance. Hey. This is 1 baffled into Sal's draw pile at the start of Centrano's turn. Yeah, I don't want that. I think I'll Duplicity the boosted Caprice right now. Yeah, more damage to the sound. Perhaps you want to be in a podcast? I do. There have been vague not plans for that for a while, but everyone that I would work with is also very busy. Especially recently, there are just so many games in all of the genres that each of us cover. Please, release fewer video games. I know this this whole pandemic has given me time to catch up, but it hasn't given me enough time to catch up on the games that are now being released. I've been in 2 podcasts before. There was the one that Orbital and I did for 2 episodes, which, you know, that's how podcasts go oftentimes. And then there was Gaming Derailed that I did with Orbital and Brink for a fair few more episodes. But the amount of time, like, it's a constant thing of, like, that could be a podcast, just in discussion with people that I work with. Like, ooh, maybe that idea could be a podcast. Which is an extremely, extremely kind of common thing for people to do. Next card costs 0 actions. Sure, I'll do that to get the boosted brainstorm, I think. Yeah, because I'm looking for aggressive cards here. I'm a pale non sequitur. My boosted evil eye. And then rooted below double. Right. Visionary threaten double. I thought Rita and Rap's playlist were the podcast. Pretty much. Pretty much. It'd be weird to run an extra podcast outside of that, because think about, like, the amount of times that we'd be like, hang on, did we already talk about this in the podcast? Should we talk about this? Like, are they companion pieces to one another, or... I don't know. Effectively, it just becomes, do you have a really good idea for a podcast? As soon as we find, like, a killer idea that we can't avoid doing, that's probably when we would start if we were doing anything like that. Sorry. 0 cost, definitely. Browbeat. Attack once for each action available. Is this like my killer card? Because this whole deck doesn't... This deck doesn't have a killer card. It just gets a lot of dominance and then eventually wins. None of these deal a bunch of damage. Look at all these cards. None of them do. But the problem is I also don't gain that much energy, so Browbeat has a little bit of difficulty doing that as well. But I can double the effect of this a couple times over with different effects. I think I'll take Browbeat. I think that'll be my, like, my Bopham kind of card. Do I want Bounty Hunter? It's a unique manipulate. The thing is, giving my enemy impatience and also putting another card between me and my combos. Maybe I don't even want it. I'm kind of keen to skip the bonus. Has anyone got, like, a great argument for why I would take it? Actually, you know what? Let's look at its upgrades. Oh, wait, I can't look at its upgrades. Does anyone know its upgrades? Because I can't pull up its upgrades without taking the card right now. Makes oppression easier to trigger. Yeah, I'm just taking YOLO. Only because it has upgrades I haven't explored, I'll take it, but I want to see what they are. Okay. 0 cost or 2 wanted. Nah. Not super into it, honestly. Nice one. You can completely guess what it was going to be. Another quick Midnight Gospel question. Without spoilers, what do you think about the last episode? Haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched all of it. Give 150 shields to my friend for an Admiralty to help me in combat or negotiation. I don't need the help in combat or negotiation, so I'll run away from that. It's pretty good for Oppress, though. Good point. The thing is, like, so with Oppress, I want to get dominance near the start of the fight, but if I bounty hunt the enemy, and then, like, by using Oppression and Bounty Hunter early in order to get dominance, then I give them Impatience and they start dealing more damage earlier as well. So it seems like you want to use Bounty Hunter as a finisher, which Oppress wouldn't be good for. Bounty Hunter doesn't expend. You can stack it over and over and delete someone with a giant burst. Oh! I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, that's definitely... Yep. Cool. That's definitely the way to play it then. Friend in trouble. Topo's in trouble. Okay, is... Okay, I think Topo loves me, actually. Yeah, Topo does love me. Whenever I... Oh, no! I'd lose my first aid if I don't go to save Topo right now. The other reward is pretty garbage. Go to it. So I've never waited and see how it plays out here, but... No, I'm saving him. Convince element to leave or attack element. This is self-defense, so if I attack element and then, like, I'm fine at the end of it, like, accept surrender, doesn't that mean that we don't get disliked? Because each stack of wanted is 6 to 9 damage. Net, I see. It's just massive blade damage. Yeah. I wasn't thinking about, like, stacking it multiple times. For some reason, I was just appending expend to it. Definitely have to play Cryo Trainer there. Honestly, Fight Dirty is one of the cards that I don't really need in this deck. So I'm not super keen to just upgrade it. So the enemy's taking 9 more damage this turn. If I deal 7 damage, we're fine. So if I actually salt the Swab of the Stone here, we should be okay, right? So I'm going to scatter to get rid of these two. And then... do I want to pull out? No, I don't want to, like, maintain the fight for too long. It's fine. Finish it. Rhapsody, would you say your robot dog is a botweiler? I would. I would. Craft upgrade for Rejig. Finally. 4 cards at the start of combat. Beautiful. As well as another Cryo Trainer? What? No. I need more things that benefit from being discarded. I have more things that want to discard other cards than things that want to be discarded, and I need more things that want to be discarded. One of the great things about Rejig is it means that in my opening hand, I can just trigger all of those. Yeah, decline, decline. Let's head out the dock. Hey, Vo. I don't need a second first aid, but I do need you to help me. Do it for free, though. But the unique cards are kind of like boss cards, far, far stronger than what you think they would be. Yeah, I've seen unique cards that I'm like, I don't understand how this would ever be useful, but that says more about me than it does about the cards. How does double Cryo Trainer work when targeting the same card? Is it tripled or quadrupled? I don't know. I tried to get that to happen earlier, but it didn't show me. I just want to play as many cards as I can this turn. So I'm going to Pale Non Sequitur, the Boosted Caprice. Gain 4 Composure. Whenever you play a hostile card, draw a card. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to play Duplicity that, actually. Get wanted. Okay. Let's compose all of my arguments here and then browbeat just to get it a little leveled there. Known Thug is actually good now with the amount that we draw. Although Known Thug is going to randomly kill Wanted even when I don't want Wanted to die yet. A little annoyance. It's Non Sequitur, the Boosted Minds. We could keep composed so much right now. Let's get the core argument. Good. Can you compose the enemy's arguments? I think you can. It does. If it just says apply, I believe you can do it. No. Never mind. Maybe I can, but it's just saying don't. Yeah, maybe I can. It's just saying don't do it, but I'm not gonna do it just to check right now. Get bounty hunted. Oh, okay. Hang on. No, these bounty hunts don't stack atop one another, so I would need something that attacks all of the enemy's bounties at the same time. So I'm gonna need an AoE card to actually work like this. I was hoping they would stack atop one another like this. Like, you know, 2 counts of it. Maybe they don't stack like that just because these are each doing different resolve loss. This is doing 7 and this is doing 9. Uh-oh. I wasn't trying to kill you then. You just died. Expenditures and card in your hand. What's the upgrades for this? Spend up to 2 or gain 8. Yeah, I'm fine actually. Pass. Watching a series currently? TV wise? No, I just finished my rewatch of The Good Place, so I haven't really dug into another series yet. Mostly just playing Control in my off time now. Okay, let's go. I have 2 active things. There's Getting Settled, continue working for Nadan, and then Rolurk and Load. So this one just is constantly active, even if you don't have anything to do for it right now. It's weird. Also, the night market isn't here. It's nighttime. It is very much nighttime. I want the night market to be here so I can start removing cards from my deck. Now, I've never tried to attack here. We might actually be able to do it, but I don't think I want to. Is there ever, like, a really good reason to do that? Did you get around to reading The Lies of Locomora? Not yet. No bookmark whatsoever. Not yet. Let's talk my way through that. There's actually a friend of mine who's about to start Lies of Locomora as well, so we might do like a reading club kind of situation of it. It's good for a particular taste. Peak really likes it because like he loves heist novels. And also, like, he wanted some inspiration because he's running heist stuff in his D&D podcast and D&D. Is he running a heist in his podcast at the moment? I think he's running a heist in the podcast at the moment, but he's also running them in the like, normal campaigns. Hey, Upside Down Fairy. How's it going? I'm gonna see if I draw any more this turn using the Boosted Caprice here. Nice, yeah, we will use the Enhanced Overbearer to draw here. Didn't end up what I wanted. What I wanted was Duplicity for the Bounty Hunter here. Let's just get some dominance. Right. If you non-sequitur a Brabby, do you not lose any actions? I don't know. Oh gosh. I just got presented with the opportunity to find out. Screw it, let's find out. Nope, still losing. I kind of expected that, but I did want to see how that would resolve. Pale Duplicity, the Pale Recall here for card draw, capital C, capital D. Defend those like that. Pale Non Sequitur, the Bounty Hunter, I guess. And then Browbeat. Low rolled the Browbeat both times there. Oof. the 1 both times. Enhanced Overbear would actually be a really good card to put in this deck for the sake of the wanted stacks. Let's find draw. Wait, hang on. That's enough to not need to use a different card. Known Thug is back in hands. Do I have any cards left in the draw pile at this point? Like, there is yeah, there's Bounty Hunter and there's Browbeat. We'll play both of those for the end. That double draw was annoying. Damn you, Recall. A boosted Brainstorm here just to see in case I get it. I didn't. Promoted could get it for me as well. No bounty hunts. I can kill in the next card anyway, so just defend there. Nothing. Actually, can I kill in the next card? Not really. That's okay, though. I hope playing Browbeat for 0 still levels it up. It does! Beautiful! Okay. This is all working. Pop another Bounty Hunter. Draw extra cards. And no, end the fight. We're done. Bye. Alright, Browbeat got its upgrade. Attack for each action available +1 or extra 1 base damage on each part of it. This is like having 1 dominance anytime you play it, and this is like having an extra strike. So basically, if you have no dominance, this is better. If you have dominance, this is better. I have dominance, so I'll take this. Planning, choose a card to put from your hand to the top of your draw pile. I don't need any of these. Let's find that shit. I mean, ends the quarantine just seems like it's harder, but you don't get any better rewards for it? Maybe this is the one that allows you to get the boss fight actually afterwards. Hey, Pale Duplicity on the Bounty Hunter. That's exactly what I've been looking for. Thank you, game. You're incredibly kind. A boosted Brainstorm, looking for... Oh my god, yeah. Just anything that helps me do setup. Also gonna Pale Non Sequitur out the Hostile for some dominance to start out. I think the harder one gives you a better ally in the boss fight. Ah, okay, because you get Ban working with you here as well instead of just the bartender. Seems good. No, sorry, just the bartender, just the guard. Okay. Definitely pop out a Pale Recall. Non Sequitur on the Caprice. Wide Remark, draw 1 card. No. Take Pale Evil Eye. Damage on my next card is doubled. Let's double the damage of an extended Browbeat here and just destroy Interrogate. Okay. I don't really know how that resolved like that, but it did resolve like that. Spend 1 influence for 3 dominance. That Tyrannized card seems really, really cool. It does, but I only have 1 way in the deck to gain influence. If I had like start combat with 2 influence or something like that, or like an ally that gave me influence constantly at the start of combat, maybe I'd do it. mean, not to take it now as built around later. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. Let's do a broad defend. So I'm looking for as much draw as I can get this turn. There we go. Yeah. All's well that ends well there. And as long as I still get my bounty hunter, we're fine. I mean, actually, my bounty hunter is fully upgraded already. I don't need to worry about it. Alright. I'm so glad I picked up these composeds as well, by the way. They are everything, really. 1 damage. How dare you deal way more damage than I wanted you to deal. Rude. That one was way less. It's 4 stacks of impatience. This is becoming kind of an untenable fight. 13 damage incoming. Let's get Obtuse. I just need some cards that just give me straight up dominance without like testing me. Three fingers. Hell yeah. Finally got this upgraded. And draw a card at the start of your turn, so an extra card draw. Love it. Okay. So this is Incept 2. We're going for that instead of the Wanted for free. This will have them stack, is the thing. And then this one's 0 cost, definitely. Spend 2 dominance, gain 2 actions. I have difficulty getting dominance right now, so no, none of these. Okay, this is where I'm going to want to use my mandibles, definitely. Shockbox got the lowered combat, lowered effect here, which is unfortunate. Boosted Assault is in my opening hand, so I'll look for a way to try and play that. So I want my last 2 cards to be Assault and Boosted Assault. I'm gonna have to get rid of the Pale Uppercut there, definitely. Probably that as well. Just got up to 2 cards. Beautiful. Let's get rid of the Shockbox and the Ghost Strike there. Okay. The enemy that's being attacked more times, I'm going to attack them here because I'll apply 3 wounds. And myself, assault, and get him. Oh, that's some damage! It's more than 100 damage on that target this turn. So I noticed that you have 3 fingers, yet not that many people hate you. Did something happen to those people by any chance? Yeah, they all had workplace accidents. It was weird. Just a string of weird workplace accidents. Strange. Because of course nothing else would have happened. I wouldn't. If I could get caught. Or rather, I wouldn't admit it. I don't need the healing vapors this turn. Actually, hang on. No, we've got the other card to discard now. That didn't work. Whenever you're healed, also remove 1 negative condition. So it removed... Oh, that's annoying. So I gain the temporary power after I discard the card, apparently. Which is why this... So, sorry, what I'm saying here, I've confused myself a little bit. Scatter gives you 1 power for each card you discard until the end of turn, and Boosted Seeker heals you. So when I use Visionary Scatter to discard the Boosted Seeker, it heals me for that, and then the effect of Visionary Scatter giving us the power triggers. The reason that's important is because if it was the other order, I would keep the power. Little unfortunate. I kind of want to get rid of the healing vapors here, but they do replenish. There's no reason to. Mending still lets you keep the power. Mending, actually, that is a good idea because Mending will heal me every single turn. So I need to have Mending for a much later fight. Like, I actually want to save Mending forever now. Okay. Who's attacking? Crimson Dusk is attacking. Cool. So I'll hit them with the Mandible. Anybody bugging get it in they Mandible? Got a problem, better hit them on they Ansible. Ain't nobody flying just because they fly here. You can trip sets, real players trip light years. Tight rope tights with themselves and what? Is you riding a night? Everybody hands up. Who they want? Game over. Old leech calling anyone who ain't sober. Old leaking ass man in the corner talking that till the ties of warning. Sorry, you might want to pay attention because the acumen and everything in these killers ain't playing, huh? It's a lyric. I have to continue with any lyric. Can you hover over the buff of the bosses? Yeah, that's life packs. They bring their partner back to life if they're dead. Each of them has the same one. Discard my hand. I mean, do I want to play the Mandible again? Should we clip that to embarrass him later? Yeah, go for it. I'm not embarrassed. I really like that song. Let's air him out by clipping. Oof. Gotta love all that extra damage we get. All right, Visionary Scatter. No, I just want to cast into the card here. That one's already going down this turn, so I could take 2 damage. I think I've got to use this to take the 2 damage rather than let Volatile Spark go for it. How much HP is the dog you got left? 24. Yeah, sorry about that. So this whole area, I actually have it smaller than the game says is the space that is not covered. But yeah, characters can move themselves into that position, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm just gonna take damage this turn. It's fine. I want to level up my wind up. Get up. That's what setting you're playing in PvP currently. It's been a long time since our group has convened, as you might imagine. But we're playing in Neverwinter. We're playing in Neverwinter. I think we're doing Dragon's Horde, actually. Definitely go Pale Upcut first. Card. Apply a wound. That's a lot of damage with all of these enemies attacking as well. Or allies attacking, rather. So close. But they have very little HP to expend there, so it's nice. Hang on. Scatter Seeker. Perfect. Self. Don't need to run the healing vapors, yeah, because they get destroyed. Oh, you play IRL? We play a lot of Discord Club 20. Yeah, Peak has started doing that with his crews, but the DM for my game is not doing that yet. Yeah, hits all enemies expend, Dross Core. That is good, but do I want it is the thing. It's good, but do I need it? First attack each combat applies a 4 wound. Nice. And then this is reduce the cost of something by 2 until played. Not nice, but yeah, it's fine. We have it. Yeah, I'll take the Dross Core. I can remove it later if I need to. Fight dirty. Okay. Let's look at the pool of cards that Fight Dirty can get us. Right now, Enrage is a good pool. Scrounge is kind of a good pool. Scrapper is a good pool. Slash is bad. Hide is fine sometimes. Throw Dust is good. Trip is good. Mud Tosser is bad. So there's 2 bad options here for me. So I'm not going to get all bad options. So I think I actually will take the upgraded. Visionary Ghost Strike. Yeah, I don't really care about it drawing extra cards because I use it as a discard effect consistently here. But I guess I'll give it the extra draw because draw is like the thing we don't want. Twisted Wind Up. Boost the card by 2 for the rest of the combat. Right? The deck is too thick to actually use Twisted Wind Up consistently though, so no, we'll do Boosted Wind Up. It's just 2 more damage by base, but like, what we usually do is we have one hand that has like a bunch of discard cards and a Wind Up, and we just discard, Wind Up. But by the time we would get back to the next Twisted Wind Up, like, usually we've killed all the enemies. So I think we take the Boosted. Like, this isn't good, but I think it's better. Nothing. Don't need any of these. Don't need any of these either. Hey. Thank man. Made that a lot easier on this than I thought it was going to be. Package. Rest in the back. No, I'm not going to rest in the back. I'm looking for... Where is the night market? Do I not get a night market? Twisted Wind Up is just Claw with a built-in rebound. You would have been so stoked for that in SCS. Definitely would have been. It's just in SCS, like, I would have been running a thinner deck. This is 31 cards large, is the reason that I don't want it. Alicia, you're a bar broker chemist. Maybe I should get improved opinion from Leisha. If I don't have anything else to spend money on, that's fine. Is there something that prevents it from spawning? You can only go to the market before you head to the docks. Can't be that sign of it because it wasn't there before I went to the docks either. Spawn before the dock mission? Are you certain? I looked for it before I went on the dock mission. I was like, it's not here. Doze Bug. Whenever you sleep, gain 5 max HP. Sweet. Let's do that as well. Thanks for the Doze Bug. Get 10 max HP every time I sleep now. Shake, what is your bonus? Because, like, I can just buy some bonuses right now from people. What's Rhapsody's alignment chart looking like? Chaotic good. Seems to be our kind of thing. I don't necessarily know what Shake would give us. Maybe I might as well just do it, right? Powerlifting. Oh, powerlifting, is that the 4 defense and 2 at the start? Hang on. I'm about to rest, so I'll lose all of these. It's fine. Heavy lifting. Yeah, it's 4 defense and 2 temporary power at the start of combat. We heal on the first turn. We keep that power. That's perfect for us. It's exactly what we want. If I can't get graphs, I'll do it like this. Srunk. So you're a civilian wealthy merchant. What does this mean for us? I don't know, but also I don't have the ability. If Srunk costs 150 after this, I don't have the ability to buy that. So I think I'm gonna leave. Isn't the keep damage more important for the boss battle where you kept damage, where the kept damage rather will matter since you have to cycle your deck? Yeah, it is. But in that same position, I'm gaining power like every other turn. Negative 20 shield trade. Yeah, if that's the case, then I should have gone for Strunk first, but I didn't, so it's too late. All right. Let's go to sleep. It's a good day right there. No one hates me, someone dislikes me, 2 people like me, 3 people love me.